All right, guys, we are on to our last step. So hopefully you were able to continue knitting. Yours got a lot longer than mine, hopefully. I did a couple more rows just to make it a little bit longer for you, but I also had a super small ball of yarn. Yours that I rolled for you are much bigger, so hopefully you've been knitting this whole time. All right, so for casting off, casting on was how you got the stitches on. Casting off is how you get the stitches off. So, and how to end your project. So same thing, it's gonna look like how you set it up whenever you are knitting. Your work is facing the inside like the sandwich, and empty needle in your right hand. And what you're gonna do is start off by knitting the first 2 stitches. So just the same way. There's 1 and 2. Now at this point, what you do to cast off is you are going to be taking this first stitch way in the back here, and you're gonna leapfrog it off of over on top of that one and off the end. So this one is coming off of the needle. To do that, you use the tip of your left needle to help you pick that up. So you're kind of holding your stitches here, not letting that fall off, but your left needle, you poke it onto the inside of the first needle like that, and then kind of lift it up and leapfrog it off the end of the needle. So you're left with 1 right there and holding, see, it almost went off. So, it's really trying to get off. So holding on to those. Now I need another stitch over here because I always need 2 to do the leapfrogging. So I'm going to go and knit 1 more. Same way as before. So now I have 2 again. So now this one is the back one that needs to jump over that one and off the end. So I'm taking my left needle, I poke it, I come in this way toward it, pick it up and get it to jump off the end like that. So it kind of lays down a little bit over that. So now I have 1 left over here, need to pull this one over here. So I'm gonna knit it. Knit that stitch so I can get 2 stitches on my right needle. Now I have 2 over here. This is the one that leapfrogs over this one to get off the end. So with my left needle, sometimes if you need to, you can kind of pull down your work a little bit so that you can tuck that needle in there. And then I kind of hold my finger on this one so it doesn't go anywhere as I lift and drop off the end there. So now we're down to 2 stitches, 1 on each. Go ahead and knit that one the same as before, just like that. So now I have 2 stitches over here, 0 over here. Take it the same way. I'm going to kind of pull down, put my needle in right there, put my finger on this one, and I kind of pull up with my left hand and leapfrog it off of the end. So I'm down to 1 stitch. At this point, what you're gonna do is take your scissors and give yourself about 3 to 4 inches here, maybe 4, let's say 4. So let's go about right there. I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to kind of pull just a tiny bit just to make that stitch, just that loop a little bit bigger. And I'm going to hold on to it and take my needle out. And then with this tail thread, I'm going to come and poke that through that hole, just like that, and then kind of move that knot right there. And that is your stitching. Like that's your little knitted garter stitch scarf or whatever it is that you made, and hopefully yours is really long, but mine I was just doing the little sample piece to show you, but this is what it looks like, and it has these little ribs on both sides. You'll see those whenever we come back together and I teach you another stitch. then we can make patterns that it's going to look like a flat, almost like sweaters are on one side, and then this knobby part on the back. But there's so many different patterns you can do with learning different stitches with knitting. But this is your most basic stitch that you can find. Most people don't progress past this, so you can totally call yourself a knitter now just from knowing that. Those 3 sections: casting on, knitting, and casting off, and you've got it. So you can go and make things for people and impress all the people that you come upon this summer. And I will see you in the fall, and we will keep knitting and learn more. All right, have fun, guys.